Hello, everybody. We are going to read some poems that were originally written in Romanian but were translated into English. This is
That was the book.
basically this is a story through poetry of my father's journey through indigenous lands, particularly Mount Yoho, which means awe, and
Marble.
marvel. And
That's very important to say. Mountain in the Cree dialect of Amerindians
mhm,
means awe and marvel.
mhm,
And when I've been there and I saw the mountains
mhm,
5,000 meters
mhm.
above the clouds, it started a whole book which I uh, published in publishing house Saga in Israel by Adrian Graunfels.
So we'll start reading the poems in English now. You can start.
Dressing in white to mourn. The white man hunted us until all that remained were the mountains and rivers with our names. Instead of black, Mount Yoho wears on his peak a white ribbon for us. And what about Niagara's name? Why do you ask what it means? Oh, the insane bride pushed the firmament of the sky and laughed. She's totally dressed in white, the color of mourning, as it worn among us by the mountain, the ocean, and the moon. I read this one too. The sun into the Bakantanga. The mountains people, the last mountain who spoke to his people everything he knew about the heavens, teaching them on the drum of the moon like sounds of thunder with pumps beating. Ihage nakoda, ihage nakoda, ihage, 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 ihage nakoda. But the white man doesn't understand not even one syllable of the leaf, only the language of barbed wire tearing the doe's flesh. He has not read the book of Buffalo written by the Great Plains, nor the book of the eagles, how to say pure and young through love. All the white men see of us are our bones, white. From the spine of the Rocky Mountains to the Great Plains, our white bones, our white bones. Well said, white man, twin brother of death. Not just our skin, but also the drums are red, like the heart of the almighty Wakantanga, like the flames of love burning all, like lips that sips the undying ruby, singing like the ghost of the maple forest burning. Ihage nakoda, ihage nakoda, ihage, 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 ihage Hihage Nakoda.
What's on to teach you?
It's in English.
Yeah, I know about that one we read before. Wapiti. I know Yoho, while the sunset bleeds in the middle from your right rib. The spirits of the buffalo called you so. The beauty of the awe-inspiring miracle. Not Robson, nor Albert, nor any other type of chaff to be brought to this Last Supper. O mountain of mountains, Yoho, your summit is where the miracles begin. Forgive us, Yoho, our Good Friday, kingly robes on the shoulders of the holy groom. Last night, at your pure sparkly springs, we saw Wapiti through the pines, the regal king's stag, the beauty forcing him to his knees. On your river rested Meyer and Yoho in genuflection, Wapiti, the regal stag, sipping from the image of your snowy shadow, drinking from the summit, the floating song again, with roots overturned into horns, joyful arms reaching towards you, opening the fairy rock to enter his own heart, the glorious Mount Wapiti.
According to Wapta, the sacred spring has reached us here on earth from the highest songs of Yoho. Girls in the evening quietly sip from its crystal clearness and glimpsing to the Yoho's summit, a wish it whispered in the heart. In the words of Wapta and the cry of the golden horn of the moon, the mysteries of the sacred spring, one can understand the veil of the bride singing. They know what they know. Drunk on love, sipping on the evening, while glimpsing in awe toward the peak of Yoho, smiling among themselves. They know what they know.
Yoho's fatherly shoulders, and he climbed into the mountain, and he was alone. From the sun, is that all you can learn? Just shadow? Every single evening, on Yoho's shoulders, our pain sleeps, as dire as the sun, eternally rejected star from the fatherly backyard of night, firstborn of his multitude of loneliness. All the wealth of his heart, only shadow, like his lost shirt given to man, vestments towards being so, the sacrifice could be complete. You, Kichimani too, by the nights of colors, were you the one teaching your people how to sing the light? Why, light giver of day, when singing through your sleep, were you dreaming to be man? The children of the dying sun are whipping you a second time upon your fatherly shoulders of the resurrection of mountains, robbed even of your shadow by night, and alone were you. O shadowless eagle, O shadowless sun, as it is proper for a seal to be imprinted in the sky for an everlasting treaty. He was alone without his shadow in the night. Essa é a última.
Thus spake Yoho. Do you remember Nietzsche?
Yeah. Thus spake Zarathustra.
So here, thus spake Yoho. Spake is Old English.
Mhm.
There are birds of the marsh and the birds of the sky. But I am not here to speak of you of wings, rather of the heightened flight of the highest threshold, spun 3 times in the white stone of the egg before the wing was born. Close tightly the curtains of the smoky lamps and lift yourself up into the songs where the clouds call you by name, to be able to understand that to the upper threshold even the sun must bow his head. Only the upper threshold is the calling to the last supper of my son. It is the threshold of forest, but it's not just wood. It is the threshold of water, but is not hidden under the lotus, but at the core is the transfiguration of the dewdrop. I am the door, my son told you, not of the gate that encloses you into desire, the gate that leads you into a cage or a cell, a hellish stairwell. I and the light are one, spake the mountain, because the light cannot be chewed by the moth, not rusted in the front of thy eyes, nor pickpocket by pungent beasts in the slums of red light districts, having no bags of coins, nor fool's gold to trick the merchants. Light begins to be the measure of man, spake the mountain. From the upper nail of North Star, yes, one read to thee the parable of the egg in its paradoxically highness, a mere nest, yes, crown of thorns for a hobo and king. You want to read more?
No, thank you very much for listening. We are going to put out the whole book in English at some point in time in the near future. Please share this. And if you have a chance to go to some of these places and recognize, it's not just good enough to say we recognize the lands of the Mississaugas, etc., but our words have to be actions. And these poems are a form of action of a settler observing what he sees in awe at Mount Yoho. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Julian. And good night, everybody. And don't forget to give us a subscribe.
Yes, a subscribe and a like and a share.
It's free.
Yeah.